Seeing none, our next speaker is Alexandra Harrison. Alexandra, welcome.
Hi.
You'll have 3 minutes when you're ready.
Okay. My 5-year-old son Grayson is severely neurologically injured from vaccines, and today I'll be talking as a mother of a vaccine-injured child and one that would give the world to have been vaccine hesitant 5 years ago. As you speak of misinformation, in April I attended the Open Caucus for Canadian Vaccine Hesitancy in Ottawa. I was floored at the inaccurate information the panel used to reassure parents on vaccines. After emailing Canada Chief's medical officer, she responded agreeing the information was incorrect, but failed to publicly correct the misinformation given that day and in public health pamphlets. My son's doctor said if Grayson gets another vaccine, it will be like lighting a match inside his brain. However, due to the immense pressure doctors receive, he is scared to write the medical exemption. This leaves only the personal belief exemption, which he has. But if taken away, the vaccines will not have only stripped away his opportunity to thrive in life, but also his ability to attend school. Often I hear that children with exemptions are putting immune-compromised children at risk. I have yet to hear of a single case in Canada where an immune-compromised child got an infectious disease directly from a child with an exemption. However, the personal stories and vaccine injury databases are examples of thousands of children being injured by vaccines yearly. So essentially, you're trading one vulnerable group of children that so far have very little to no proof that removing these exemptions will help them for another group of vulnerable children where many already have the proof of injury and a strong likelihood of reoccurrence. I'm here to tell you you've got this wrong. By taking away exemptions, you're not protecting our babies, you are killing and injuring them. And for what purpose? Do you think infectious disease stops at the school gates? That if you stop unvaccinated children going to school, that they won't go out in public again? I'd love to see the studies that state measles only infects children on school property. And if that study doesn't exist, then this whole theory of yours is flawed and useless. It's comparable to locking up a prison for only half of the day and expecting no one to escape. When it comes to herd immunity, the only part of that term I agree with is herd. It's really quite genius of the vaccine companies. Take our product that has zero liability, but just know it will only work for you if everybody else buys it too. So then the herd sleepwalk themselves to all line up for their shot of known poisons and neurotoxins, and when they still get sick, they blame it on the people that didn't do the exact same thing as them. Everybody is thinking the same thing, yet no one is thinking at all. Parents do this because everybody else is doing it. Have you seen everybody else's children? 1986, 12.8% of children had a chronic disease. 2019, 54% of children have a chronic disease. If this was truly about public health, then why are we not stood here discussing banning cigarettes and mandating organic food? I will spend the rest of my life trying to fix what people like yourselves indirectly broke by not enforcing informed consent at doctors' offices for new, trusting parents like myself. That was naive of me, of us. But if you think you can do it all again in front of our faces now we know the truth, then it is no longer us that have been the naive ones. Our faith in what happened to our children is unshakable, and it would be a mistake to think that we won't protect that part of our children that the vaccines didn't take with everything we have every step of the way.
I'll ask you to wrap up, please.
Last sentence. The price of their safety isn't going on sale. I am screaming at the top of my voice inside for you to please not do this and allow us to spend our time fighting to get back our babies as opposed to fighting you from taking what's left of them.
Thank you. Are there any questions of the deputant? Okay, seeing none, our next speaker